All right, good morning, guys. So I've not been posting because I traveled. I came back yesterday. So, but let's get back to it. I'm just going to tell you what I'm looking at. By the way, I took some trade last week and I lost. I lost one, two, three. I lost 4 trades. So moving from we had only for something dollar to pass this phase two, but currently from the loss I only have $44 profits now. That is a $5,044. So it is what it is. Make we see how it goes. Definitely, if I were to catch one trade, I will recover the losses. If I catch 2 trades, possibly pass the challenge. But it is what it is. Let's go for Euro USD. Nothing much. Yes, last week I mentioned that after we took this trade, I mentioned that this trade swept this high instead of breaking it. So there's every possibility that it will come back and take this low, which it has taken. I don't know whether it will continue bullish. I don't know whether it continue bullish, but from the look of things, it has taken this low. Now, if it's going to continue bullish, I would want to see, since we have this move, I want to see like another one, possibly sweep this low, or even sweeping this particular overall row. But this low now, internally, it is strong because it took an inducement to break a structure. It has an inducement which market came back and probably taking the inducement. So I really want to see something like this. Then I will not target this high again if it's going to go bullish. Otherwise, it might keep dropping. It might keep going. It might keep going bearish. So now I'm just watching EU. Now Euro GBP analyze and mark this as an inducement. So which market came back and even take this low. So I didn't take this trade. I wasn't active then. I didn't take it. Even if I was active, I waited for confirmation. I wouldn't have taken it blindly. Nothing serious on AU, nothing serious on USD. It swept this low. Daily time frame, you see clearly swept this low. So, but still, I'm not confident enough to take this trade. If it's going to sell, maybe I want it to like come back to here and give me a confirmation in 1 hour time frame. Then I will sell to take out this low. But for now, I will leave it because likely it might still come back and tap here, or maybe give us kind of a double top here and drop in, which is perfect for me. I will sell it, take out this low. So that's all for now. So I'll just go straight to the pairs that I've analyzed, and I think okay. Now Euro AUD. Remember I told you guys, if you watch the previous videos, you notice that I told you guys that this space is an inducement. It did not break any structure, and I expected markets to like break it, but something happened. This forex market is like a game of sense, like the way they play chess, or snooker. You need to like use your head and see it as a game. You are playing a game with the market. Now look at what market did when market came to this place. Now it's like reacting as if it's going to buy, but I wasn't confident enough because it did not. Had it been swept this low and gave me something like this, I would have taken the trade. But after deceiving people, I know most people might have taken this trade from maybe this, and they will hit SL, but I did not. Honestly, I did not, because I wasn't confident enough in taking that trade, because this low and it's an inducement, but market did not take it. So if I see that since market has taken this low now, and maybe I see something like this in 4 hours, I'll be able to go for the buy. And going for the buy, this buy now will likely take out this high. So I'm going to have patience until this thing finish cooking, so that if I enter the trade, I'll be confident to hold it to TP. This thing can give up to 1 to 10. So I'm not going to rush the trade. I will hold on and wait for it. I'll just be following it small. I'm not going to like do anything. Or possibly it might still trade down to here and tap into this particular order block. Then if I see a confirmation in 1 hour, the same thing, buying to take out this high, not just only this high. So that's what I'm looking for. There's nothing here. Like I said, okay, another one that deceived us. We have this. I was telling us last week that if this guy close strong bearish, then we'll wait for this week candle to close bearish. This is weekly time frame, but it closed as indecision candle, and this week was bullish, so I didn't do anything. I was just watching the market. Possibly it has taken out this high now. Possibly it might still take out this particular place. I marked this particular place, and you see clearly in daily time frame. Possibly it might still take out that high. What's network doing? Which is, it has taken this high, it might still take out this high, possibly. So, but for now, nothing serious. I'm not going to do anything. The another trade that deceived us is AUDCHF. Somebody even mentioned in the comments as I dropped the trade that, wow, this is a very perfect setup, but it didn't play out. Funny enough, it did not play out. Yeah, the perfect, it looks so beautiful. We have different sweep. I really expected this trade is going to drop. In fact, I entered this trade in my fundedness account, thinking that I'm going to hold it for a very long time, like up to here or even below. But funny enough, it did not happen. Now, if you go down to your weekly time frame, this is what I noticed. That's those sweep happening did not really happen in weekly time frame. Had it been, you see this leg that formed here, but had it been the leg came to sweep here, let's say we had something like this. Oh, sorry. Had it been this particular leg now, had it been swept here, something like this, that drop will be possible. It will be easier to get, but it did not happen. Rather, the market went ahead and broke above. Now, I have another block here which I'm looking at. As you can see, the other block swept liquidity. First of all, let's start from here. This place took out inducement. This place also took out a high before that other block. So possibly here might hold, but trust me, it's going to be strictly on confirmation. This is weekly time frame, so the confirmation entry is 4 hours. So I'm seriously going to wait for 4 hours to give me something like this, and then the sell we are waiting for will happen, and possibly it might come to take. If it starts selling, just know that this low will definitely go. So that is it. Let's go over to the ones I'm looking at today that I feel might give us a good entry. Euro GBP, and this is why Euro GBP has been dropping after moving up to here. After hitting this particular point of interest, it started dropping, and it's looking bearish. So the entry I saw is even in daily time frame. Funny enough, this is how it looks. We have this particular candle now broke multiple structures, 1 2 3 4 5, plenty structures. So, and the breaker block here, the first breaker block closer to the inducement is this particular place. So I marked it and targeting particular low here, which is over 8.1. So I'll possibly enter this trade in daily time frame. Otherwise, if I don't enter it in daily time frame, then I'll go to my 1 hour and then watch out for confirmation entry. Do you get watch out for confirmation entry? But I might risk it. I might just enter the trade in daily time frame because it can give up to 8 hours, which is not bad. So this trade might not trigger this week. Do I have any alarm? Just one. This trade might not trigger this week. Let me just set alarm. I have not entered, so it might not trigger this week from the look of things. It might be from next week. The entry might be from next week, but that's what I'm expecting. Then the next one is AUDNZD. AUDNZD, after taking out this inducement, tapped here, and it's still pushing up as if it's going to buy. Now I saw the same type of entry in 4 hours, the similar setup in 4 hours, and this is it. This particular candle broke out many highs, 1 2 3, multiple highs, and this is an inducement. So the first breaker block closer to the inducement is this particular breaker block here. So and that is what I'm entering, and then had my stop loss above here, below this particular one. So because markets can try to come deeper, I'm also going to risk this. It looks good. I'm also going to risk on it. I think it looks good. Now if you go down to your daily time frame, you will see Possibly this high did not break any structure, so this high will go, possibly go, but I'm not taking my TP all the way to the upside because I feel like this particular breaker block that fade too, market might come and decide to react to it and possibly even come and sweep this low or push down maybe towards this particular other block formed here, and before going up. So I put my take profit at that particular other block, that particular breaker block, and it's giving up to 9R, which is, I think, is a fair deal. It's a very nice one. So that's this for this one. The next one I'm expecting is AUD card. AUD card 2. In daily time frame, you notice we had a sweep of this low. Let me start from weekly time frame where I start seeing the entries. Look at what the market is giving us in weekly time frame. Let me clear all this. I will still bring them back. Now we have something like this. Market came, didn't go, come back. It's kind of, forming a kind of a resistance from there. So we are having something that looks like W pattern. And this first one now swept the second one. That is another thing that gave me a good confidence. If you look very well, you notice that this one, okay, it did not sweep it though. They're looking as if he swept it. Okay, it's actually equal low. It's equal low. So, but I'm going to enter this trade with confirmation entry. I would have loved if this leg now, had it been this leg now, swept here a bit, even if it's a bit, it would have shown me that I was taking inducement. So it's not really, the setup is not looking strong in my eyes. But then we have a sweep of another low here. Look at this low. This low was swept, and that's the one I'm even focusing and looking at. If you go down to your daily time frame, you see it clearly. So this guy is forming equal low, which is an attraction to the market. So if this guy will buy, don't be surprised that he might push all the way to like sweeping this low, even sweeping this low, something like this, before buying. Otherwise, I'll wait for a confirmation entry at this week. I'll wait for a strong confirmation entry that will come in 1 hour, this, and then we can now decide to take a buy. So these are what I'm looking at so far. Possibly all this might not happen this week. Possibly we might not take any trade this week from the look of things. So we'll wait for next week and look out for opportunities. Then another thing I also observe is that I really need to try to filter out trades. Okay, one of the trades that hit me last week was this guy, Euro NZD. Euro NZD hit me around. Let me see where I can get the place. It hits me here. It hits me here. It hits me around this place. I saw that this high swept this high. This is just a normal thing I normally play out. Sometimes it doesn't come deeper to tap, but later came to tap this particular other block here. That was what it respected. So I just saw it sweep that place, sweep this particular high, and then I entered like this, targeting this particular low to sweep that low. So, and he swept that low, and he came back and took me out, still went to my direction and swept that. So I think the major challenge I'm having now in this trading is, the major challenge I think I'm having is no longer directional bias, like where the market is going, which is a win, right? Because if number one is you need to understand where the market is going, and then you now start looking for where the best place to enter that trade. So I think the major challenge I'm having now is to spot that place to enter the trade without hitting SL, because all my trades I have taken, majority, like 90% of them, is this particular problem I'm having. Like, somewhere looking so beautiful as if it's the place to hold, but then at the end it will not hold. So, but with time I will keep. I bought a trading view premium. I still want to like practice this again. I want to keep practicing. Like this weekend I'll take out time to backtest very, very, very well, so that when we come next week, if we're able to hold trade, be able to catch one. So, and another beautiful thing is, from analysis now, most of my trades are now 5 RR and above, which is a good thing. And I'm also learning how to like hold the trade that is going in my direction till TP. Yeah. 10 RR, like this Euro USD we took last week was over 10 RR, even though I had to expand my Excel because that all those was just fear, because I analyzed it and I felt like the place is good for the Excel, but still I was still, you see, this is over 10. So most of my trades are now looking so nice in terms of risk to reward, but I will keep practicing to be able to spot entries very well. Thank you guys. Please do well to like, follow, share, comment. Let's interact. Okay, so that's how we grow. Thank you, and I wish you an amazing weekend.